George.
Martha?
George.
Hoo-ha-hey! And welcome back to the Best Friends Show.
Okay, George, are you ready to play along?
Ready, willing, and able, little lady?
Question numero uno. Who is your best friend's weirdest relative?
George's Aunt Dolores.
Yes!
Attaway, Martha.
Question number two. What's your best friend's favorite hat color?
Canary yellow!
Yes!
Way to nail it, George!
Number three. Name your best friend's favorite desserts.
Mango tango lemon pie.
Yes! Whoop, whoop, whoop.
3 for 3.
What is your best friend's favorite musical instruments?
The saxophone!
Yes!
And now, the fifth and final question. For the trip to Hawaii, can you tell us where your best friend would most want to go on vacation?
Hawaii!
Hoo-ha-hey!
5 for 5. We're the best!
We did it again!
It looks like you two are off for 7 days and nights to beautiful Waikiki Beach. A Waikiki at Waikiki. And now it's time to find out who will be the lucky contestants for next week's show. Our first lucky contestants are George and Martha of Happy Pond.
Did he say George?
Did he say Martha? George and Martha! Woo! They picked us! They picked us! We're gonna be on TV!
We're gonna win a trip to Hawaii!
And now it's time for the Best Friends Show. And here's your host and America's own best friend, Artie Hartwellson. Hoo-ha-hey! And welcome to the Best Friends Show, the show that finds out how well you really know your best friend. Now let's meet today's contestants. Contestants number one are two best friends who have so much in common, even they can't tell each other apart. Let's welcome Ted and Ned. Boy, those guys don't even need a mirror. Now, contestant number two are a couple of pals who prove you don't have to speak the same language to get along. Say hello to Boris and Hector. And finally, let's meet contestants number three. How about a big best friends welcome to George and Martha?
Hurrah! 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 Woohoo!
Partners, put on your soundproof headphones, please. Here we go. Question number one. What is your best friend's favorite brand of toothpaste? Contestant number one?
That's easy, Artie. Of course, penguins don't have any teeth to brush, but if we did, his favorite toothpaste brand would be my favorite toothpaste. Sparkle Chop's Winter Melon flavor.
All right, now let's have Ned remove those headphones. Ned, we asked Ted, what is your best friend's favorite brand of toothpaste?
That's easy, Artie. Of course, penguins don't have any teeth to brush, but if we did, his favorite toothpaste brand would be my favorite toothpaste. Sparkle Chop's Winter Melon flavor.
Whoa, talk about being in tune. That's 10 big points for Ted and Ned. Next up, Boris and Hector. Boris, tell us what is your best friend's favorite brand of toothpaste?
Yet, he is not my friend anymore. We are fighting.
So we see. But could I have an answer, please, anyway? Oh, sorry. A big goose egg there. And now let's go to George and Martha. Aloha, Martha. And what is George's favorite brand of toothpaste?
Well, I know this one. He uses all that glitters. It keeps his gold tooth shiny.
Hoo-ha-hey! All that glitters. Let's see if George agrees.
We asked Martha, what is your favorite brand of toothpaste? Tell us what you brush with. Our millions of viewers are dying to hear.
Millions?
What's wrong with George?
It looks like he's getting stage fright.
Millions?
Ooh, I'm sorry, George. Time's up.
George, what happened? You knew that answer.
I'm sorry, Martha. I just froze. Just the thought of all those millions of people out there watching me.
George, pull yourself together. There's a trip to Hawaii on the line.
Right. The Waikiki and Waikiki.
Now, this is what I want you to do. Listen carefully. Next time, if you start to feel nervous, just imagine everyone out there watching you is in their underwear.
In their underwear?
Trust me, it works every time.
All right. And on to round number 2.
Ned, what did your best friend have for breakfast today?
Oh, that's easy. Ted had the same thing I had. A nice bowl of shredded smelts.
Yummy, yum, yum.
So, Ted, what did you have for breakfast today?
Oh, that's easy. I had the same thing Ned had. A nice bowl of shredded smelts.
Surprise, surprise. Now let's move on to our 2 lovebirds. Hector, tell us, what did your best friend...
No, I refuse to discuss him. He's a selfish pig.
Looks like an angry bear to me. Now, would you answer the question, please? And that's how many points you're getting. Hoo-ha-hey! So, George, for a big 10 points, what did your best friend Martha have for breakfast today?
Just imagine them in their underwear. Just imagine them in their underwear.
Excuse me? Speak up, George.
George!
It's not that funny, George. Just a breakfast question.
George! You're wrecking our chances of going to Hawaii.
Hawaii!
Stop it! George!
All right, then. I'm afraid that's another goose egg. And nothing very funny about that, George. This next question is worth 20 points, and we'll start with Boris and Hector. Are you 2 on speaking terms yet? I tell you, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Oh, let's move right along then. George and Martha, you've got no points, but if you get this right, you'll be tied for the lead. For 20 points. Tell us, Martha, what was your best friend George's most embarrassing moment?
Oh, mercy, Artie. There have been so many. Well, I'd have to say, okay, I know. The time he was sipping one of those exotic fruit juices and got the little decorative umbrella stuck up his nose.
Hey, that is embarrassing. Now let's hear what George has to say.
For 20 points and a chance for a tie, tell us, what was your most embarrassing moment?
Ooh, well, it's so hard to come up with one. I'm rarely embarrassed, you know, Artie. What? Why is everyone laughing? Martha, you didn't tell them.
George, just answer the question.
What I guess I would have to say, what I hope Martha said was,
Oh, I'm sorry, George. Time's up. What Martha said was, the time you got that little umbrella stuck up your nose.
Egads, Martha, you told them.
Yes, George, it's part of the game.
Martha, how could you?
George, it was funny. Remember how that little umbrella would pop open every time? You breathe out.
Oh, dear.
Sayonara, Waikiki.
Sorry, folks. It looks like you won't be getting a shot at our grand prize. Take a look at the next best thing to a week in Hawaii. This beautiful pair of matching beach umbrellas. Just make sure you don't get those babies stuck up your nose, George. Hoo-ha! Hey!
This is the most embarrassing moment of my life. Hi, Martha.
Hi, George. I came right over. What is it?
I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry for wrecking our chances of going to Hawaii.
Oh, well, it was only a game, and it certainly was an experience. I'm just sorry I embarrassed you in front of millions of viewers.
I think I did a pretty good job of embarrassing myself. Besides, we don't need to win a silly game show to prove we're best friends, do we?
Of course not.
Good. Now follow me. I want to show you something. Since we didn't win the trip to Hawaii, I thought I'd bring Hawaii to you.
Aloha! Aloha!
Hula hula, Wahine.
Oh, George, you really are the best friend.
Hoo-ha, hey!
Hurry up, slowpoke. All that practicing made me hungry.
Hold your horses, Martha. For every step you take, I'm taking 5. Whoa!
I can see that. But they're not getting you anywhere.
Martha, say it ain't so.
George isn't really going to attempt to dance the Lord of the Hippos for the talent show, is he?
I'm afraid so.
Watch this, lads. A wee taste of Ireland for you.
I've got to hand it to you, George. That's the gutsiest thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
But I must say, George, as your friend, not to mention as one of the MCs of the talent show, I'm a bit worried.
About what?
There will be a big audience there watching George. An audience expecting to see...
Talent?
Well, then there's nothing to worry about, laddies. There's an Irish dancer in me, just waiting to come out.
Only one? Are you sure you want to go ahead with this, George? Why don't you just do the Mexican hat dance instead? You're very good at that.
Ah, Martha. Me wee Colleen. I was practically born to dance the Lord of the Hippos. Observe the dilly. Wow!
George.
Oh.
Oh, George, you look more like the Lord of the Flies to me.
Break a leg, George.
But not literally.
Okay, Bud. Now, all at the same time. George, Martha, did you hear? Bud's gonna do a juggling act this year.
I'm gonna juggle a cat, a pie, and a chainsaw. It's gonna be a scream.
And what are you two gonna do for the talent show?
Well, I'm going to play the saxophone.
And myself, I'll be dancing the Lord of the Hippos. Diddly, 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 diddly. I'm magically delicious. Wow!
Oh, that's...
That's crazy. Have you lost it, George?
George, Lord of the Two Left Feet!
Mock me if you will, but you'll all be kissing me blarney stone by the end of the week. Now stand back from the path. I've got to practice me slide steps. I'm getting jiggy with it.
Careful, George. Don't trip on any shamrocks.
Oh, dear.
And now here he is to put a smile in those Irish eyes, the Lord of the Hippos himself. Georgie boy. Whoops. Pardon me, Dutsies.
Poor George. If the luck of the Irish doesn't kick in mighty soon, he's going to be the laughing stock of Happy Palms.
Egads, what was that? A burglar? I'm being robbed. Oh, and they're cleaning up the evidence. Freeze! Or I'll call the police. Martha? Oh, thank heavens. What are you doing here? Martha, it's the middle of the night. Okay, I know my living room isn't exactly spick and span, but... Martha, are you listening to me? Good gravy. Martha, are you sleepwalking? You are! That's funny, I've never seen you sleepwalk before. Hello? Martha? Come in, Martha. Earth to Martha. Houston, we have a problem. Wait, you missed a spot under the arms. All right, enough cleaning. Come on, I'll take you home and back to bed where you'll be safe. Here we are. Betty bye time. All right now, give George the duster. Come on, hand it over. Ugh. All right, you win. Keep the duster. Good night, Martha. Ugh. Maybe I'd better stay here on the couch, just in case she decides to go for another stroll.
George, wake up.
Top of the morning to you.
George, what are you doing sleeping on my couch?
Well, you were sleepwalking in my living room last night, so I brought you home.
Oh, George, you must have been dreaming. Me? Sleepwalking?
Actually, you were sleep cleaning my living room. You scared me. I thought you were a prowler.
Well, why didn't you just wake me up?
You're not supposed to wake a sleepwalker. Everyone knows that.
Okay, George, it must have been your imagination. I've never sleepwalked in my entire life.
Oh, really? Then what is this, little lady?
Oh, my. Do I do windows, too? You're really going to dance the Lord of the Hippos, aren't you?
Of course I am, lassie.
You know, George, it's a very difficult number.
You worry about your number and I'll worry about my own. To me way, leprechauns! Brigadoon, here he comes!
George, I don't think you're worried enough.
You cannot let him go through with it.
You're one brave hippo, George.
That's crazy!
You'll never pull it off.
Have mercy! Martha's sleepwalking again. Martha! Wait for me! Egads! Martha, the manhole! Ah! Martha, wait! Oh no, not the town dump! Martha, watch out! Oh, dandy. Just dandy. No, Martha, stop! Oh, no, not the pier! Be careful, Martha! Ah! Please, let her be heading home. Oh, this sleepwalking is dangerous stuff. Ugh. Sleep tight, Martha. Ugh.
George, what are you doing here? George? George? Wake up! Oh, George, you're really out like a light. Come on, George. Come on, Georgie. Come on, honey. You're gonna miss the talent show. Come on, George. You've got to dance the Lord of the Hippos. Let's see those smiling Irish eyes. Oh, poor George. You must have stayed up all night looking after me. I know you're going to be disappointed that you didn't get to dance. But the show must go on. Sleep tight, George.
Wow!
Our next performer is here to put the look of the Irish to the test.
And here he is, dancing the demanding Lord of the Hippos.
George isn't here.
What do you mean he's not here?
He was so exhausted I couldn't wake him up.
Well, it's probably for the best. All right, Martha, you're on.
George?
Martha, keep playing. Amazing!
Never knew he had it in him.
Faith and Begorra. What's going on? Where am I?
George, you were just dancing the Lord of the Hippos.
I was?
In your sleep.
Was I any good?
You were great, George. Take a bow! Aha. It says here, George, there are 2 causes of sleepwalking: being worried about someone and not getting enough sleep. And I certainly was worried about you.
And I certainly wasn't getting much sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry, George. I should have had more faith in you.
Martha, I told you there was an Irish dancer inside me.
Uh-huh. I guess the trick is just not to wake him up.